Hello, how are you JSS students? Today I'm with you talking about Toby's diary. I hope you remember the book is written by Ebenezer Tabo, KICD approved. Now, the last time we talked, we stopped at page 21. Now today we're going to page 22. And it's a Sunday, July 17th. Now, we actually see that Toby has arrived at Victoria and he's got to his uncle's house. He realizes that Mount Cameroon is just less than 500 meters away from the home. Now he remembers the teacher told them that the mountain is a bit far. Now he thinks probably the teacher is not aware of where Beua is and Victoria because the distance is quite close. Now on the morning, it is a Sunday, and Toby expects that there'll be bells ringing to welcome them to churches, just as it is in the village. On the contrary, he realizes that this place is different and people do not have bells rung. Now he thinks that maybe people do not worship in town, and the city is so big for him, maybe the bells cannot be heard clearly. Now, he dresses in a new way that is not used to. A pair of jeans, shorts, yellow striped t-shirts, and we have him also having a different brown canvas shoes. So he wonders, is this the way the village people dress? He realizes it's quite a different way of life here as compared to the village. Now, in the Victoria town, we see that the cousin, who is Enos, is also dressed in a similar way. The difference is only the color of shorts and the jeans. Now, we see the bow tie that is making him uncomfortable. He feels that he should just not have it because it makes it difficult for him to turn. You can see the vehicle. This is what the uncle had. And so they drive to the church. He's so happy in town, but he feels he would have rather dressed without the bow tie so that he can turn and look at the people passing by. Is that the same way you feel like when you're going to town or you've toured a place, you would wish to be free and venture everything? That's how actually Toby feels. Now, the uncle now is referred to both of them as a father. That's how Africans are. When you are dealing with an elder person with like a parent, now you begin to refer to them as a father instead of calling them otherwise. Now we also see that Enos becomes more of a brother. As they go to the carriageway and they drive slowly out, the road is full of people. This is a town, remember, Victoria town. Now, they come back from town and we can see the narrator feeling free at last because he goes back home and changes to the normal clothing. As we proceed, we see that he's reflecting about how people are dressed in town, and he thinks that in town people overdo. It is different from the rural. Here, he saw, you can actually see on page 24, he's wondering how these people have tight t-shirts, we have jean shorts, we have eyelashes that are thickly coated with mascara, and women carrying headgear that are quite heavy. Yeah, we have people with lipstick. So he thinks that women have an extravagant life compared to the men. He also realizes that the temperatures in Victoria are quite high, with people with the three-piece suits finding a bit uncomfortable. Now, you know what? Now we have Eno, who is already in secondary school, and Toby is still in primary school, and he says it's not his, he did not cause it actually. It's because in the village, parents would wish that their children grow up, they grow tall before they can go to school. Now, we see Eno is using a lot of riddles and jokes, and Toby finds it quite funny. He brings up a game known as Ludo. Do you know Ludo? Do you come from the village or urban? Yeah, tell me, do you know Ludo? A game that boys normally play. Now, for Toby, he referred to it as snakes and ladders. Possibly if you come from the village, you will call it the same way. Yeah, but it is the same game anyway. So they play this game, and it's an interesting one. We shall move on to page 26. It's a Monday, yeah? Monday, July 18th. What do we see here? Monday, July 18th. It's a clumsy day for the narrator, Toby. So Sunday is over. So here, he realizes that he has quite a different closet. The uncle bought different things for him: trousers, shirts, shoes, ties, name them. Now, he feels clumsy in this kind of clothing. In the village, he's used to dress in a different way. But here now, he has to dress differently. Okay? So, whenever he wants to sleep, he has to put on pajamas. But in the village, he says you just wrap yourself with a piece of cloth and go to bed. So there is a difference. How would you feel if you are Toby? Would you be excited? Would you feel uncomfortable? All right. Now, we see the cousin as they go to sleep. He thinks that they should tell the father about going to the sea. Remember that this Victoria town is surrounded by waters. Now, they leave the house at 3 o'clock, yeah? And they go walk about, yeah? So the cousin tells him everything about the town. Yeah, he looks at the sea. It's an exciting one. There is a rich carpet of the blue and the green and what have you. So he thinks that the teachers would be actually excited to be in this town. He is also surprised that the cousin is, is talking about the phenomenon of you see, like when you are on the oceans, you realize that there is a lot of blue. You would think that the sky is touching the waters, but the cousin tells him it's just an optical illusion. Do you know what optical illusion means? Yeah, so Toby does not agree. Yeah, when he's told about the horizon and all that, he thinks that the cousin is fooling him. So there is a provision store just opposite the beach, and they go there and buy mineral water. Have you ever taken mineral water? Okay, so they sit on empty soda crates and drink and watch the sea. It must be a refreshing feeling, right? All right. So as they get to the signpost, they see that we have people who sell fish, and the cousin tells him that by the fish, when they buy, when people come to buy, they actually struggle for the fish because it's a bit of limited. So Enos tells him that we have people who normally come, the young boys, they normally come to help pick the small and large fish and set aside. And the fisher vendors, they normally have to pay these boys some little fish, the small ones. And he thinks that people in the village normally think differently about the people in town, because if these boys actually are there earning for themselves, he envies them. Yeah, he envies them that these are people who earn a living honestly, and they are not pickpocketers like he had heard from the villagers. Now he remembers that the old people in the village even warned him that if he is not careful, he will lose everything. That in town people steal even the eyeglasses and everything, and you'd rather lose everything you have. We see the waves, they sweep, and so Eno tells the cousin that it's time to go back home, but they have had fun. Yeah, so we'll end here. I want you to find out, yeah, why does Toby feel clumsy in the pajamas, for example? I want you to find out if it is true that when you go by the ocean, there is an optical illusion and there is on a horizon. Yeah, why do you think these boys had to go to the beach? Yeah, why was the beach getting crowded. Was it the right decision for them to go away when the small waves began to sweep the shore? Do you also believe that in town, people go to church differently compared to a village? Do you have church bells in your village or town, or do people just drive to the church? Is your town hot? Victoria is a hot town. Why do you think it is? Do you think Beua and Cameroon Mountain were that close, or was the teacher unaware of the reality? So I'll leave you with those questions. Stay tuned to Edutainment for Us with Teacher Priska. I'm with you. Love you guys. Bye bye for now.